Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce our group. We are from group 12. My name is Muhammad Yusuf Hidayat. I want to tell you about preposition. Preposition is a word whose function is to show the relationship between the object and the other parts of the sentence. This English preposition together with is object, explain, verb, noun, or adjective. Point A. Preposition and noun. Many nouns have particular preposition which normally follow them. Here are some common examples. A. 18 is the age at which you are allowed to vote. B. Nobody seems to have responsibility for the budget. C. There's been a steady increase in the value of the euro. Point B. Preposition in praise. In praises, like adjective and adverbs, preposition praises add meaning to the nouns and verbs in our sentence. Took a look at the two prepositional phrases in the following sentences. The steamy air in the kitchen record of the stale food. The first preposition phrase in the kitchen modifiers the noun air, and the second of stale food modifiers and verb record. The two phrases provide information that help us understand the sentence as a whole. Point C. Preposition of place and time. Below are a few examples of place and time preposition. Point A. I am looking for a place to stay for a few months. Point B. There's a bowl of strawberries on the table. But there is a difference between preposition among and between. Among used to large group, which between used to limit number. Point A. For example, A. Terelie is among the greatest Indonesian writers. I want to tell you more about punctuation. Punctuation is a form of punctuation. Punctuation itself has many kinds of punctuation as well as in a sentence. Punctuation types such as comma, full stop, colon, speech mark, bracket, question mark, punctuation, semicolon, and many more. Accurate punctuation and use of capital help the reader to understand exactly what the reader means. A. Capital. In English, the use of capital letter is not so often used. Indeed, it is not so much different from its use in Indonesian. It is rare to find a paragraph or even whole sentence written in all capital letters, because sentences written in full capital letter are more difficult to read and require special attention. Therefore, we will not find a book written in a capital letters as a whole. When to use capital letters, for example, use capital letters from the beginning of the sentence. Example, then Dylan said, example, let's see, this afternoon. Use capital letters to write people's names and title, mentioning trademark, company names, and other organization. Example, Unilever, Windows, Microsoft Corporation, Japan, China, France, De Franco, Albert Einstein, Cristiano Ronaldo. C. Use capital letters to say the name of the day, month, or holiday. Example, Sunday, Monday, Thursday. Point D. Use capital letters in the title of books, songs, film, and TV shows. For example, The Lion King, Now You See Me, Game of Thrones. B. Apostrophes. Abbreviation are words or number that have removed one or more letter or numbers. In this form, the apostrophe is placed in the position of the letters. Being removed, this function suffers from a possessive form, contraction, and plural. Apostrophe is placed after noun. The owner noun can then be followed by the noun he has chosen. For example, family's trip. B. Apostrophe is used to form a plural form, especially in numbers of letters. Example, my daughter got a A for math test. C. Semicolon. Semicolon is used to connect two independent clauses that are closely related to one sentence. Not only that, this punctuation is also used after adverbial conjunction or connecting adverb and in certain conditions when comma punctuation has been used. Using semicolon should not be arbitrary. Punctuation, this one has rule in its use. First, it is forbidden to use blank space before semicolon, but use blank space after using this punctuation. Secondly, this punctuation can actually be replaced by other punctuation marks, full stop or period punctuation, so that this punctuation can be used or not. A. Connecting independent clause that is very related and can be used in one sentence. For example, my father is a doctor. My father is a handsome man. Adverbial conjunction. For example, the student sleep in the class. Consequently, he must write the apologize sentence until 2 pages of papers. D. Colons. Colons function to start a list, explanation, or example. Colons is denoted by in Indonesia language (2). There are several uses of colons. Next, we will describe the colon function below. A. After the statement in the form of several examples or items. Example, the list solved. This word to be identified: hot, cool, good. B. Between the statement and the explanation, Example, the idea is this: whatever you do it well. C. To introduce the quotation. Example, Gus Dur once said, religion is born for peace, not for violence. A. Commas. Commas punctuation is a punctuation mark used to indicate pauses in a sentence. A comma punctuation mark. Comma is also used to structure the sentence and help the reader understand the meaning of the sentence. A. To separate a series of words, noun, adjective, verb, or adverb in sentence. For example, you must complete the assignment honestly, correctly, and quickly. B. To separate a series of phrases in a sentence. For example, Dimas completes his homework. Packed his bag. Polished his shoes and went to sleep. To separate the quote part from the rest of the sentence. For example, the great leader told the crowd, I will fast till death until our demands are met. F. Quotation mark. Quotation mark in punctuation, which is used in pair to display quotes, both reading and saying that come from other people. Punctuation is also often used to display conversation in essay and title of short story, article, and other writing that normally cannot stand alone. A. To give quotation from other writers. For example, Goodwin's 1977 analysis of habit indicated that in general it will be more difficult to reverse a trend than accentuate it. B. To show direct speech. Example, can you help me? He asked. I think it's from me, and then my friend tell you about singular or plural.
Okay, the next material about the singular or plural. Singular is a word used to mention a single word, while plural is a word used to mention plural word. The choice of singular or plural can be confusing in various situations, such as in the use of countable and uncountable noun. And there are 5 areas of difficulties, singular and plural. Number 1, noun should agree with verb and pronoun with noun. For example, there are many arguments in favor. Number 2, uncountable noun and irregular plural usually have no final suffix s. For example, the main export is tropical fruit. Number 3, general statement normally use the plural. Example, state universities have lower fees. Number 4, the word each or every are followed by singular noun and verb forms. For example, every student gets financial support. Number 5, to linked noun should agree. For example, but the similarities and differences are important. And the next, group phrase or singular and plural. There are two group phrase. Number one, if the verb has more than one subject, the verb must be plural, though the previous noun is singular. For example, scores of soccer players, some clubs, and club president are at the meeting. Number B, certain group noun like team, army, government can be followed by either a singular or plural verb. For example, the Indonesian national team was defeated by the national team 4 times last year. And the next, uncountable noun in singular or plural. Uncountable noun are for the things that we cannot count with numbers. They may be the names for abstract ideas or qualities, or for physical objects that are too small or too remote to be counted, like liquids, powders, gases. Uncountable nouns are used with a singular verb. The next material about the synonym. Synonym are words that have different form but have the same meaning. The synonym is useful for varying vocabulary so that writing is fresher or not monotonous. Jadi di semua karya tulis itu pasti menggunakan kata-kata sinonim. Tujuannya apa? Tujuannya supaya kata-kata yang kita gunakan itu tidak monoton. Kalimat yang kita buat itu supaya menjadi lebih menarik dan lebih indah. Itu menjadi daya tarik sendiri untuk para pembaca agar tidak bosan membaca karya-karya tulisan kita. Biasanya ada kata sinonim ini banyak digunakan dalam novel atau short story. Itu banyak digunakan kata-kata sinonim untuk memperindah suatu karya tulis atau kalimat. Okay, the next material about the theme words. Theme words usually used in introduction or general statement. Number A, how theme words are used. There are five theme words used. Number 1, with number without start date. For example, I went to Canada for 3 months. Number B, on or before. Ini digunakan dalam kalimat yang sedang kita kerjakan atau suatu pekerjaan yang sebelumnya kita kerjakan. For example, this task must be completed before 20 April. Number C, with the present perfect. Ini menggunakan rumus present perfect. For example, Ronaldo in Juventus uniform since 2011. Number D, the end of period. Ini suatu kalimat yang digunakan untuk mengakhiri suatu kegiatan, suatu acara atau suatu tugas. Itu biasanya digunakan the end of period. For example, I studied in IAIN Tulungagung until 2022. Number E, with past, itu digunakan untuk masa lalu, untuk kegiatan yang sudah terjadi. For example, Arema new stadium was opened 1 year ago. Dan biasanya ada 3 tenses yang digunakan dalam theme words. Tense yang pertama adalah past, present perfect, and present. Okay, maybe enough from me, and the next material will be explained by my friend.
My name is Mel Fatimatu Zahra. Okay, next, passive form. Verb passive. Passive form is verb that have the same shape as the medial form, except when it will come and when it will be aroused. Example: he was slapped by his girlfriend. Next, verb or reference. Verb of reference are four. The first, in the past tense, it is reference. 2. In third person singular simple present, form of reference is reference. 3. Present participle of reference is reference. 4. Past participle of reference is reference. Example: the human body should be referenced as a holy place would be. Next, verb tense. Verb come in three tense: past, present, and future. The past is used to describe things that have already happened. Example: earlier in the day, yesterday, last week, 3 years ago. The present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or things that are continuous. The future tense describes things that have yet to happen. Example: later, tomorrow, next week, next year, 3 years from now. Okay, thank you for your attention. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.